Hello. Seems like I picked the worst time to do this, but anyway, sun is going down, and I hear you want to learn how to get started. Well, let me teach. Let me do some easy teaching. So, you'd come to any subline, which can be found at any hotspot. You come down here to Rotoville, right? No, you don't come down to Rotoville. Well, depends. So, first thing that you can do is go to Transparent Town. Then you can go to the tool store where it sells hoes, which is ideally helpful if you can get your hands on Fortune, which enchanting isn't actually too hard. And also I'm around, so if you want Fortune, hit me up. I have a villager who gives Fortune. You know, gotta plug my my business. That's terracotta. This is the tool store. Now, ironically, this tool store doesn't sell hose. So where do you get hose? You get hose in Cell Plaza. Did I remember that before running there? No, I didn't. So in Cell Plaza, it's the only place to get an iron hoe and experience bottles. So you'd head there if you wanted a hoe for yourself with Fortune. Once you have that, or do not have that, it's not a requirement. You come here to one of these places. Some of these are empty. So if you want, you can take like the wheat from there and put it in there if you wanted. Or like take those carrots and like try to move them down. You will have to smash some of these, because I have it to believe that none of these are gonna grow because they're all like stuck in like that one growth. So it's good to just smash them all, even if they're like half grown or slightly grown or whatever. So you come down to here where one of these stores were actually with produce. You'd get your produce as much as you want. Right, you can get sugar boxes again at storage support, 1 for 1, which means 1 margarine for 1 thingy. You can also save up for Raw Industries and try and get some heads that give quite a bunch. Did I? Oh no, I didn't mention that chef in the tour. Oh, uh, oops. So HFMI basically every time you die you have to pay 400 margarines. There, I got it. Also, you can come here and look at the chart and you can see, what should you go after? What should your business go after? And basically the way you make your business flourish is you pick an item, right, that's kind of easy to get, and then you just sell in bundles. So if I was to get jungle logs, right, and if I was to sell to you 2 stacks of jungle logs for 1 stack of margarines, right, provided that you don't actually, buy those jungle logs, then you'll be making a profit. But if you did buy them, then you're not. Now, where do you get saplings? Well, technically, this chart is the only place to buy saplings. So I guess technically, if you wanted to be sneaky, you could technically temporarily rob a sapling from here, plant a tree, harvest it, like even just do it over here, get a sapling or two, and then just put it back. If you do that, then that's great. You can do that. Go ahead. Just make sure you put it back, because people need to read. And then, when it comes to buying plots, basically every 21 blocks is 4 grand. So it starts in 4 grand. Even if this is just what you want, this is 4 grand. So if you want a big plot, make sure that you have lots of money to spend on your business and plots. Also, there's a thing called prime land, which basically, if you're like right now, prime land would be pretty down high, because there are shops right here. Also, this is where you sell your increased value and also custom value items. But if you were to buy a land, you'd have to look around. Like Blue Palace is very important. That's very important. That's very important. These buildings are very high standard, high state, high something, I don't know. So you kind of want, if you want to go cheap, you kind of want to go far out, far away. Well, not too far. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to go to North Kenya or something. I don't know. Where can I show you as an example? So basically, if I was to go all the way down here, right, you have to make sure that the prime location is rendered out. My current render distance is on 24, so I'd have to come down to basically here. So right here, there would be no prime land issues, and therefore it'd be just about 8 grand. 8 grand for this little plot, because obviously that's 4 grand on that side, and that's another 4 grand. These sites don't actually matter, which is pretty interesting. So 8 grand for that. And then you can build, and the thing is that you can actually go under, right, as much as you want. The only rule is you have to make your build look normal, or at least very cool. Like for Durham, I'm building this big underground production area, but obviously that's going to be basically a hole, and I have to make that look industrial and supported, and so it's not just floating and looking all weird. So yeah, that's how they get started on Shelby County Survival. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching. Rye Industries. Also, we're a big fan of Queen, so there's a lot of Queen references around. Bye!